Again, flexibility to allow us to respond to the market. To call a unicorn, that's a really crucial one. So there's a specific example that I went to visit the guys in Nursery on Tuesday, and when we talked about a case where while we were doing digital recruitment, we were asked to fill a role with a curious job title, which was physical security specialist. So what they wanted was somebody who would be the kind of estates manager, security person responsible for a site that had mostly tech people on, which, you know, it's a hybrid role in itself. It's kind of a bit of looking after the estates, it's a bit of looking at CCTV and those sort of things. But they also, because they were working on a tech site, wanted them to have particular tech knowledge, and we were able to use Horsefly and data like that to really call out that the twain doesn't meet. You know, you don't get somebody who decides to be a security specialist who can also write your lines of code, unless you find that unicorn. There might be one. So we were able to drive that out, or purposeful. We were able to drive that out and kind of say, look, you're not going to get that. You're going to need to relax your competency measures, which is one of the next things, and look for something a bit different. We can find you these guys, but we can't find you these guys who are experts in all the stuff you're looking for. Actually, what they've done is they've taken a job description that was being provided by an external supplier, and basically we'd written, we need this, and the supplier gone out and found people that kind of did some of that. So yeah, we've been set an impossible task. We were using the data able to show that it was an impossible task. And credible insights to moderate competency measures. So we're talking about helping hiring managers understand when they're asking for too much, or when they're asking for something that's not possible, or just when they need to be a bit more realistic. So we've talked about the kind of unicorns, but more generally than that. If you work with hiring managers using Horsefly, you can kind of show them the changes in real time when you remove or add kind of skills and things like that. So I think we've had recently particular developers where they've been looking for a real blend of skill sets, and we've had to say people don't have that and that. They're either a Java specialist or they're a COBOL specialist, or whatever it might be, yeah, people are looking for real leadership skills in kind of areas where leadership isn't a big priority for these guys, and we can just kind of show them that what they're asking for isn't realistic. Oh, restructuring. So this is about the journey of our team and kind of where we came from. So as I said, we were a really tiny team initially. It was me, my senior manager, and a couple of people who've been kind of shoehorned in from graduate schemes and things like that. As we became more developed as a team, as the demand expanded and the business understood that we were able to fill it, we've kind of grown to 20 or so in the last 18 months. We're still growing, bringing in contracts and things like that. But I think the crucial thing that we did was to divide the team into front end and back end. So at one point we were all rounders doing a bit of everything. So nothing would put me off more than taking a photo. Yeah, so we were doing a bit of everything. We were all rounders. We were helping hiring managers process applications. We were typing up results. We were kind of shoveling the coal, as it were, but we were also expected to do the kind of front-end sourcing stuff. We were expected to be real data experts. We were expected to kind of go out and spend a lot of time finding the people to fill these roles, and you can't do that when you're doing a lot of admin. So we divided it into two parts. We've got my team, which is the talent acquisition team. We write all the externally facing adverts. The keywords on Horsefly are great for that. We do the direct sourcing on platforms like LinkedIn and elsewhere, CV repositories, and we do the market intelligence. Obviously, Horsefly is a huge part of that. The back-end team, it consists of people we call campaign managers and recruitment business partners. The campaign managers are the people that keep the campaigns running, the link into the hiring managers. They make sure that things are happening when they're supposed to happen. So that the candidate journey isn't impacted by things like hiring managers just saying, oh, I'm not available to do a SIF this week, it can wait till next week. Well, we know it can't wait till next week because you'll see a huge drop off of people who get bored of waiting. And the recruitment business partners who have a kind of ongoing strategic role where they work really closely with the 9 talent heads or heads of practice. So we have a kind of head of engineering, a head of architecture. They work with those guys, and we talk about what the plan is for filling their roles, what roles they need, how they're going to fill them, what what selection methods they're going to use, who the panellists are, how trained they are, and all that sort of stuff. So that they deal with a lot of that stuff, which frees us up to kind of go and do the stuff that I see as the highest value things, which is going and finding people who can do these jobs.